General Shadrack Sibiya, a man once praised as one of South Africa's top crime fighters, is again in the center of controversy. Reports have surfaced that he was allegedly stopped while attempting to leave the country, with authorities seizing his passport at the airport. This development has sent shockwaves across South Africa, leaving many wondering, is Sibiya trying to escape the long arm of the law, or is he simply being unfairly targeted by the same system he once served? The story is complex, layered with years of accusations, political interference, and unending questions about justice and accountability in South Africa's security forces. To understand what might be happening now, it's important to look back at Sibiya's history and how he rose to power in the first place. For years, General Sibiya was seen as a dedicated officer, a man who fought tirelessly against organized crime and corruption. He played key roles in several major investigations and once had the trust of top government officials. However, over time, his name became increasingly associated with allegations of misconduct, abuse of power, and links to criminal networks. His career, once promising, began to crumble under the weight of internal investigations and public scrutiny. This is not the first time Sibiya has faced controversy. He has been accused in the past of manipulating investigations, using his position to protect certain individuals, and intimidating witnesses. Though he has repeatedly denied all these claims, many believe that where there is smoke, there is fire. The allegations against him have grown over the years, including links to drug syndicates and even accusations of helping high-profile criminals evade justice. Despite these serious charges, Sibiya managed to remain within the police structure for a long time, protected, it seems, by political connections and allies within the security establishment. The news that he was allegedly stopped while trying to leave the country has added fuel to the fire. Some reports claim that he was on his way to Dubai, a destination often associated with figures seeking refuge from legal troubles. Others suggest he may have simply been traveling for personal reasons. But the timing raises eyebrows. His passport being held by authorities is not just a random act. It reflects growing suspicion that Sibiya might be preparing to flee before formal charges are laid against him. If this is true, it would confirm the fears of many who believe that Sibiya has long used his influence to stay one step ahead of justice. However, supporters of Sibiya argue that this entire situation has been politicized. They claim that he is being made a scapegoat by powerful individuals who fear that he knows too much. In their view, Sibiya's so-called attempt to flee the country might actually be a misinterpreted action, twisted by those who want to destroy his reputation for their own political benefit. According to these voices, he has become a target of revenge within the system, a casualty of internal power struggles between factions in law enforcement and government. This case cannot be fully understood without mentioning the Madlenga Commission, which has been investigating corruption within high-ranking police officials. Sibiya's name has appeared in multiple testimonies at this commission, connecting him to questionable operations, manipulation of case files, and interference in investigations. If these testimonies hold weight, they could be enough to formally charge him in the near future. It is within this tense environment that Sibiya was allegedly intercepted while attempting to leave South Africa, a moment that now looks suspicious in the eyes of both the public and the media. For many South Africans, this incident reflects a larger issue within the country's justice system, a pattern of selective accountability. People are asking why figures like Sibiya are allowed to operate freely for years despite the long list of allegations against them. Why are arrests delayed until it looks like the accused is about to run? These are questions that go beyond one man and touch on the integrity of the nation's institutions. There is growing frustration among citizens who feel that justice is often reserved for the poor and powerless, while the elite find ways to escape it. At the same time, there is also a deep sense of fatigue among the public. Many have seen similar scandals come and go, from politicians to police generals, all accused of corruption, and yet few ever see the inside of a prison cell. The fear now is that Sibiya's case will become another chapter in that same book. Dramatic headlines, strong accusations, but no real consequences. Yet this time, the stakes appear higher, as multiple agencies are said to be cooperating in tracking his activities and restricting his movements. Observers also point out that this case could have significant political implications. Sibiya's alleged attempt to flee might expose others who have worked with him behind the scenes. For now, Sibiya's future hangs in the balance. If investigators find that his travel plans were indeed an attempt to evade justice, it could mean imminent arrest and prosecution. But if no clear evidence of wrongdoing emerges, then this could all backfire against the authorities, reinforcing claims that the entire situation was exaggerated or manipulated. Either way, this story is far from over. What happens next will reveal a lot about the strength and independence of South Africa's law enforcement institutions. There's also the human side of this story. Sibiya, once respected and trusted, has seen his public image collapse in front of the entire nation. Whether guilty or innocent, his name is now linked to scandal and corruption. For those who once admired him, it's a painful reminder of how quickly power can corrupt or how quickly one can fall victim to political rivalries. For his critics, however, it's a long-awaited moment of accountability for a man they believe has long abused his authority. As South Africans wait for official updates, many are left to speculate. Was Sibiya's alleged attempt to flee a calculated escape plan, or simply a misinterpreted personal trip? Did he panic after realizing that the investigation against him was tightening, or is he being punished for being on the wrong side of a political feud? The truth may lie somewhere in between. What is certain is that the public deserves transparency, and that justice must be seen to be done. This situation is not just about one man. It's about the credibility of the system. If Sibiya is guilty, he must face the full consequences. But if he is innocent, then those using his name for political gain must also be held accountable. The time has come for South Africa to confront the corruption that continues to poison its institutions and to ensure that no one, no matter how powerful, is above the law. So, what do you think about this situation? Was General Shadrack Sibiya really trying to flee from justice, or is he being unfairly targeted? Could this be a case of political revenge, or the beginning of long overdue accountability in South Africa's police force? Share your thoughts in the comment below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative. Subscribe to the channel for more political analysis and breaking updates, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Your support helps us continue bringing you the truth behind the headlines, one story at a time.